good evening everyone. Welcome to your SiTel Fit at Home break with 360 Fit Teams. Again, this is Coach Todd from 360 Fit Teams, your official wellness partner. Alright, so for today, we will be talking about hydration. I believe everyone already knows what's important when it comes to staying hydrated. You have to remember that majority of our body is water, and then we have to make sure that we need to resupply those fluids in our body, which are very crucial when it comes to multiple functions. So what we need to remember, especially when it comes to hydration, one of the most important things we have to drink is water. What is allowable, yung range, when you look at the range, the old 8 to 10 glasses of water each day is actually an old idea. And of course, that's going to depend on the amount of physical activity that you're doing on a regular basis. Especially for countries like the Philippines that we're in the tropics, tas medyo mainit, very important that we get to stay hydrated as well. Fruits, for example, like this apple over here, this has water in it as well. So everything that you eat, from your fruits, your vegetables, even all of your food items, a lot of them has water content in it as well. I mean, even the sodas, even the coffee, kasama pa rin naman siya dun sa pag-hydrate sa katawan natin. Kasi lahat naman yun may laman na water. Now, when it comes to hydrating, we also have to keep in mind, especially if we have a goal in check. So a lot of us think na, okay, I have to stay hydrated. The first thing that comes into mind is sports drinks, di ba? You have to remember that every time you drink your sports drinks, yes, it's a good way to get yourself hydrated kasi especially when you're doing your workouts or you're doing sports. A lot of people think na minsan, di ba, parang I want to stay hydrated, they get, let's say, extra Gatorade. So if you try to take a look at the nutrition facts ng sports drinks nyo, for example, lahat yun may caloric content din. And you're trying to watch your calories, always remember that even your sports drinks have caloric content. So if you're trying to watch your weight, very important then that I know some of us are soda drinkers. Minsan, di ba, pag prito yung ulam, mahirap din kulang kapag walang soda. So lighter options, like I have like a no sugar option of a soda. So basically, if you look at the nutrition facts, it has lower calories. Alright? Now, I know the concern of some of you. Isn't aspartame bad for the body? So, pagdating sa aspartame, it's already been studied and proven na yung aspartame na natatake in natin, if let's say you drink soda, wouldn't reach yung toxic levels. So, basically, the idea naman when it comes to aspartame, kasi the idea here is ng pag-inabsorption ng katawan mo, part of it would be having methanol. Basically, ang problema lang naman doon is kapag sumobra yung intake mo, doon lang siya nakakasama. Alright, so today, we're going to, I know some of you have been really busy and some of you work in your workstations and sometimes it's a challenge for us to prepare our own meals na minsan ang hirap magluto and I understand that one kasi minsan ako din naman wala akong time to cook. So, here's something that's really quick for you to prepare at home if you're looking for like a quick snack to eat during the day or something that you want to get yourself refreshed with. Alright? So, I know some of you are already familiar with your fruit shakes, your snacks, your smoothies that you buy, di ba? So, sometimes, di ba, if you take a look at how they make those things, di ba, parang they just sumasandok lang sila ng parang ice and juice thing that they mix dun sa blender. And then the thing here is, the problem with that one is we don't really know yung hindi natin masukat yung how much we should be getting, no? Or minsan lumalampas tayo yung you don't know the portions that should be put in that shake. So here's something that you could actually do for yourself. Tapos mamaya I'm gonna break down. This is something that's actually, if you look at it per serving, it's actually cheap. And at the same time, caloric content would be at around, actually mababa lang. It's going to be at around 300 calories per serving as opposed to the 500 upwards calories na you take when you get like a store-bought smoothie. Okay? So I call this the super shake. Basically, I got it off the Precision Nutrition website. And then the idea here is you try to work on your making sure that you get the right amount of nutrients that you're getting in. You want a complete meal out of your shake. So if you remember from the last time I was here doing live with the cooking and everything, how I plan my meals, it's going to be almost the same principle. So just to remind everyone, diba, we start off with the protein, diba? Protein starts with the letter P, palm size, gaano kakapal, gaano kalaki, that's your protein. Your vegetables, fistful of vegetables, diba? Mom's gonna punch you if you don't eat your vegetables. Yeah, a fistful of vegetables is gonna be in there as well. Alright? And then carbs, a cup handful of carbs. Yeah, we're gonna use that one as well. Fat, this shake is going to have some fat in it as well. Yung fattest finger. Alright, so this shake is going to be complete for you. It's going to be a complete meal. You can try to follow me as we do this shake, something that will be really great for you. Alright, so let's go start this super shake. So we're going to start first with some protein. Okay, so for your protein, I'll be using this one. It's just this is a Filipino brand, whale. So basically, what I'll be using is whey protein. So before I start with this one, I'm gonna get some water first. Get some water in my shaker. All right, so we get some water over here. All right. This is the fun part of the show. You get to learn how to make a super shake. So you have here you have water. Duh. Alright, next we're gonna work with some whey protein. Basically, coach, ang whey po ba nakakalaki? Not necessarily. Kasi ang whey is basically protein. Alright, it's if you remember, diba, Little Miss Muffet sat on the top-it eating her grits and whey. Whey is actually your milk protein. So imagine mo yung buong milk, yung protein part of it, that's your that's your whey basically. Alright, so for those of you who are lactose intolerant, of course may mga options din tayo. Meron din naman tayong vegetable protein, we have your pea protein as well. And then you can actually, let's say ayaw mo talaga mag-whey, pwede ka naman mag-milk sources. Pwede naman almond milk, soy milk, or whatever. So sa akin, I just like whey as a base kasi if you're trying to match your protein content, you have to make sure na, ito ginagamit ko yung whey, basically, to add for that protein content. So then you open that blender over there. Okay, so we have here your whey protein. So next, we're gonna have your fruits and your vegetables. Alright, so I got my vegetables and fruits over here. So to make it a little bit more refreshing, I usually freeze yung mga fruits and vegetables. I get frozen para malamig yung shake ko. And at the same time, a lot of you would think, Coach, hindi ba less healthy yung fruits and vegetables kapag frozen? Actually, hindi. I mean, when you look at what they do naman when they freeze the fruits and vegetables is they get the vegetable and then they wash it and then they freeze it right away. Alright? So what's good with freezing is it gets to like restore yung amount of nutrients. I mean, store yung ma-maintain yung right amount of nutrients dun sa vegetable. Alright? Diba minsan, diba parang let's say if you have fruits at home, let's say a banana, after a while, kapag bago siya mag-overripe, what I actually do is I take them out, put them in a container, and then I freeze them right away. That way I get to like preserve the nutrient content of the vegetable or the fruit. Like for example, bananas, di ba? Habang tumatagal siya, nawawala yung fiber content, tapos tumataas yung sugar content. So yeah. So we're gonna start off with gulay. So I have some broccoli here. So just to be smart about it, remember what doesn't get measured doesn't get managed. So we're gonna get like a cup of broccoli. So pagkasyahin natin dito. So what I like about vegetables is with vegetables, the more hindi ka worried na mag-over ka sa calories kasi for high nutrient content, konti lang yung calories na laman niya. For a cup of broccoli, you have 44 calories lang. So something that's really light for you. Alright? Plenty nutrient content, and then you have that fiber content as well. So I have a cup over here. Alright, so I have some frozen strawberries over here. So, minsan naman, kunwari sa akin sa strawberries, I get the strawberry for example kasi it's something that's not really available for the whole year round. Kasi for one, hindi naman ako palagi nasa Baguio, so hindi rin ako nakakakuha ng fresh vegetables. Okay, so what I do here is, pasensya na kinakamay ko siya, pero ako naman yung iinom eh. So, okay, so you have your vegetables over here. Your strawberries over here. 1 cup of strawberries over there. So I add 1 banana over there. And so I put them back. So ito mga bananas lang to, they got frozen. And then I put it sa fridge. Okay? So you have that one. And at the same time, we're going to have peanut butter. Alright? So if you're afraid na parang, coach, kadiri naman yata yung vegetables. So this is a good way to get to mask the taste. So the banana is one way to mask the taste. So we're going to use 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. So if you take a look at it, 1 tablespoon, kasi minsan diba, if you're going to try to use a tablespoon like this one, minsan kasi mag-over tayo. Kasi every time na sumusukat ka ng, let's say, 1 kutsara ng peanut butter, masyadong malaki to. Minsan, susulitin, kung 1 kutsara, diba? So what I do usually is, to get to learn how a tablespoon feels like. So basically, this is just like 15 ml. Okay? So you just want to make sure that you get the exact amount over here. Yup, and then that's your 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. Alright. Sayang naman. I have extra snacking peanut butter as well. So yeah, you have your fruits, your protein, vegetable, and you get a topper. So, very important for probiotics, you have your yogurt. Alright, so I have my favorite yogurt over here. Naghang tayo ng konti. Alright, so I have your yogurt over here. Since it's strawberry, you could use any type of yogurt, Greek yogurt. Yep, very awesome. You have your, for good gut bacteria. Okay, there you go. Sayang, extra snacking yogurt as well. Alright, so now you have everything in one blender. Everything down. Start pulsing it first. Na-experience nyo ba na mag-zoom tapos parang nasa Baguio yung kasama ninyo sa meeting? Ito yun. Shout out sa mga SiTel barkada natin na pumupunta sa meeting na parang nasa Tagaytay palagi. Sa electric fan yung katabi ng mic nyo habang nagla-livestream. Alright, so there's a question here. So coach, pwede po bang Yakult as topper? Actually, pwede. The thing here is, the options are endless. You just have to keep in mind na, yun nga, parang whatever you put in your shake, you want to make sure that you're having the best, you want to keep everything accounted for. Okay? So, alright, so I think my shake is ready. So, what's good about this shake is this already serves 2. So, mukhang marami yung, mukhang madami yung nilagay ko, but this already serves 2. If you look at the content of everything, dadating siya sa around 635 calories per serving, but of course, cut that in half since this is 2 servings. So you're going to be at around 317.5 calories for this shake. Of course, coach, mahal naman yata, ang dami ng mga stuff. Remember, eating healthy is expensive if you have someone else prepare it for you. So if you buy prepared already na healthy stuff, mahal talaga. But if you make it yourself, it's actually cheaper. So let's say with this one, ang isang serving nito ay lalabas na 87 pesos and 50 centavos. Diba? 87 pesos and 50 centavos. That's something that's really cheap to make per serving. Alright? So, and at the same time, mura na siya, healthy pa siya. Diba? This is actually good if you look at it. Alright? Masarap talaga siya. This is like the 100th time that, more than the 100th time that I get to make this shake. And then you got something as good, better than your store-bought smoothies. Strawberry goodness right there. Okay. So yeah, so remember when it comes to these things, you just have to like be smart about it. You can always substitute stuff depending on what fruit you like to put in. I just happen to like berries, kaya I added strawberries. Pwede namang apple, pwedeng mangoes. You can just stick with your banana, your whey as well. Remember that the options are endless. What we want to work with is something that works for us. Remember that eating healthy doesn't have to be kadiri, right? I mean, you know that idea when it comes to eating well, eating healthy. Pwede namang masarap yung kinakain ninyo. I mean, this is something that I usually have as a snack. Get myself full middle of the day. And at the same time, ayun, parang it's a merienda in the cup that's actually has less calories than your usual snacks. So remember, when it comes to being hydrated, if you're trying to watch your weight, it's very important that you keep in mind what's coming inside your system. So if you're, as much as possible, try not to drink your calories. Alright? Because if you drink your calories, I mean, mabilis bago magutom ka lang ulit. And the tendency is you eat more. So with this one, I mean, if you're going to drink your calories, might as well make it count. So ang isang shake ay nasa 317 calories for shake. Alright? So if you're looking at the macros of everything, it's 317.5 calories. Yung fat content niya would be 8.5 grams. The carbs, 32 grams. Fiber is at 4.2 grams, and your protein is at 29.1 grams. I mean, can't be more complete than that one. Okay? So yeah, so here's your, again, stay hydrated everyone, stay safe, alright? You want to make sure, alam ko, konti na lang yan, konting tiis na lang, make sure that we take care of ourselves, make sure that, yun nga, when it comes to being healthy, being fit, everything else is just excuses. Yes, everything, you just have to do your best. I mean, kayang gawa ng paraan palagi. Alright? Lahat ng healthy, I mean, hindi man kailangan mahal pag healthy. You just have to do it. Alright? And in fact, speaking of mahal, diba? Kung mahal mo yung sarili mo, you have to do anything and everything that you have to do to make sure that it works well. Shake, 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 shake. Thank you everyone for participating. We'll see you again next week.